Hello, welcome to the Congleton Chronicle's first foray onto YouTube. This is to give you an idea, if you can't get into the office, of the plans for the redevelopment of Congleton Town Centre. This is a three-dimensional model that we have on display in our office at 11 High Street. It's on display for the next couple of weeks. Representations have to be in by the 21st of May, I think it is. So you've got a couple of weeks if you want to comment. I'll say this for people who can't get into our offices. Just to get you your bearings, the large Rubik cube there is on the roof of Morrison's. This is a very delicate model, so don't tell anybody that I've stuck a large Rubik cube on the roof of Morrison's. The Rubik cube just happened to be lying around, it was colourful, and explaining this is going to be a bit of a puzzle as well, so it's quite apt. Pointing with the official Chronicle pointer, which is a drumstick, we're now looking at the pedestrianised Bridge Street, which goes down. So from this angle, excuse me while I move, you come down Bridge Street, that's Victoria Street, and you go into the area where the steps go down to the market, which is it's going to become a piazza. So to get your bearings, Swan Bank, that's Peacocks, so you walk down past the newsagents, past A&A, and then you turn down by Coffee Beans and walk down there. That's Argos, Specsavers, and you go in, and this is the area that's the corridor to Morrison's. There's an empty unit currently there, and then the steps go down to the market there, and obviously that half's open up so you can see the market. There are still some steps marked on, you can see there, which must lead down to an underground car park. If we just walk around slightly, so we're now standing over the roof of Morrison's, which is we're holding up well under the weight of the Rubik's cube. And if you look down there, so you've come from the pedestrianised part, you've come into where the market steps is, and now we just call it it's called the New Town Square. So you're in the New Town Square. That there is the corner of a new food store, which you'll see in a minute. This passageway here comes out into Lawton Street. So what we'll do, we'll walk round, keeping the Rubik's cube in mind, says Morrison's. So walking around, so we're now looking back down the pedestrianised street, Swan Bank, Mill Street. There's the post office. Now I must confess, that is obviously new. A new access to the development. I must confess, I'm not sure if these buildings here, they look quite similar, are the current relatively modern brick buildings where the electrical, TNS Electrical is it? Where the electrical store that sells lights is, or whether these would be completely rebuilt, I don't know. They do look as if they might be the current buildings, but I could be wrong. So, post office, Mill Street. These are the steps that go down. This is where the Dulux mill used to be, and there's currently now just the gates that are padlocked with the wasteland behind them, and then a drop down to the car park. So this is where the current car park is. Bearing in mind there's Morrison's. The council, I assume it's Cheshire East Council, actually owns this land, which is why we have any say at all in the development, so we should be glad of that. So we're now looking, there's the old mill that's been redeveloped, Bosson's. Mill Street, the steps down from Mill Street to what is now the car park, now takes you into the front entrance of the development, which I dare say is going to be splendid and full of glass. So that looks like it's going to be the main entrance to the shopping centre. There is supposed to be a hotel in here, and apparently the top is going to be built so that at some point in the future, if they want to, they can put flats on. We're now walking around, we're now looking obviously from the other end. So the Bridge Street pedestrianised area is there. This is Mountbatten Way. This is the old mill. This will be Garside's Undertakers. That's the row of cottages that currently fronts Mountbatten Way. And Banks' garage now, Martoni cars. This is the current Morrison's car park. As you can see, there's a ramp, goes down probably as of now, and into the joins up with the Mountbatten Way. So walking round, so we've now done a complete circle. Rubik's cube on top of Morrison's, which is holding up well under the weight. Then you can see Specsavers, Argos, New Town Square, new development. So we'll just, the other angle's probably better. So we'll walk round to here, just hold it for a minute so you can see. Rubik's Cube is Morrison's, Specsavers, Argos, and this, the new town square, and this is the complete new development here. That's the new building, includes the entrance from Lawton Street, which is there, going through the archway, and then coming through and into the new town square, which you could then cut through to Lawton Street. So there appears to be, Bridge Street, sorry, there appear to be three main entrances. One is the one we looked at the bottom of the steps there. There's also an entrance there. There's also an entrance there out of Bridge Street. As I say, this is on display in our office. We're open Monday to Thursday 9 to 5:30 and Monday to Friday 9 till 5. Friday 9 till 5. Now just look at the pictures they've put up. This, if you look, just return to the model, sorry, you can see there's the Rubik's Cube and the roof of the Morrisons. There appears to be a clock tower there, overlooking the new town square. So if you look at this here, that would appear to be the area that's paved in front of you with the stalls on is the new town square. So you would come from this direction, from Bridge Street, so you'd walk down there. It looks like Morrison's is that side. I have been warned that because there's market stores on, it doesn't mean that there are that's where the market would be. It does seem the logical place, but it's possible there'd be other franchise stores the developers would let stand there. As you can see, the clocks on the top, that was the same clock we just saw. This is a rather impressive looking glass building. It says on the corner there, it says food store, which is important because if we now look, just have another look at that, so that's the new town square. If you look at the picture above, that's the corner of the same building with the word food square, and you're looking down the walkway that comes through the archway and out into Mill Street, which we looked at a minute ago. So that would be, there's the corner of the building that says food store, that's the passageway, it comes out into Mill Street. There's the old post office, there's the post office and bargain booze. So that gives you an idea of what the plans are. The caption says section along Princess Street. Princess Street is obviously the one that comes off Bridge Street where the potato man sells his potatoes. So that would be to your left as you walked into the new town square. There's, I have no idea where that is, but it looks pretty. This looks to be looking from Mill Street under the archway that we just looked at, down towards where the shiny building with food square would be written on, and I say that because through there you can see the town hall clock. So that roadway there, where's my mistake, is Mill Street. That's the new archway, these are the shops, and you're looking to just to replicate that on the model. That picture was taken there, there's the archway, and they've got a complete line of sight down to the town hall clock, which will be there. Bearing in mind that Rubik's Cube is on the roof of Morrison's. That's about everything to show you. So just let you have a last lingering look. So just to recap, Rubik's Cube over Morrison's. There's Bridge Street, that's Victoria Street, Specsavers, Argos, the new town square, which is currently the steps to the market. The current car park, this is the new development running down the front of Mill Street, which tells off there because there's bargain booze, post office. The steps go down there, the new entrance would be there. There's also an entrance there and an entrance there off Bridge Street. So that the total new development is this area here. So I hope that's been useful. As I say, it's on display at the Chronicle office for the next couple of weeks. We are open Monday to Thursday 9 to 5:30, Fridays 9 till 5. We're open over the lunch hour. We do have forms you can make comments on, and I think it's 21st of May that all consultations have to be received by the planning authority.